A diamond in the rough, Honduras, Central America's second largest country, dazzles visitors with its natural beauty and diverse wildlife. Nature lovers can explore idyllic Caribbean beaches, bird-rich lakes and jungles, and the undeveloped tropical rainforest of the Mosquito Coast, among many other attractions. But the country's prized jewels are the beautiful Bay Islands. Ringed by thriving coral reefs, part of the world's second biggest barrier reef, with stretches north to Mexico, these laid-back islands lure many divers, snorkelers, and travelers seeking a relaxed, tropical vibe. Keep on watching to discover more about Honduras. Number 1. Roatan Bay Islands. The largest and most industrialized of the Bay Islands is Roatan. It was once a closely guarded secret, but is now a cruise ship port and a well-liked vacation spot, especially for ardent divers and snorkelers. The island has a steep spine that curves through the middle, and vibrant coral reefs line its coasts, providing excellent chances for diving and deep-sea fishing. The beaches on Roatan are stunning despite the invasion of tourists. West Bay Beach is among the nicest strands. It checks all the boxes: clear waters, snorkeling, swaying palms, and a ton of stores and restaurants close by, even though it may get crowded on cruise ship days. The cultural hub of Roatan is the little town of Sandy Bay. Top tourist attractions are the Roatan Institute of Marine Sciences, where you can get popular dolphin encounters, the Roatan Museum, a must-visit for nature lovers, the Carambola Gardens, and excellent snorkeling areas, the Roatan Marine Park. Number 2. Copan Ruins Archaeological Site. The most researched Maya city in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site is the Copan Ruins Archaeological Site, a roughly 2,000-year-old culture that valued tradition, rich symbolism, and stratification existed here. There is plenty to appreciate in this place. The enormous plaza at this location is known for the numerous stelae and altars that are dispersed across it, most of which were built between the years 711 and 736. The ball court, the hieroglyphic stairway, a singular temple that houses the longest known Mayan text, and the Acropolis, which features magnificently carved reliefs of the 16 kings of Copan, are further highlights. The Las Sepulturas archaeological site, which is a part of the PAC, also known as the Proyecto Arqueológico Copan, is located around 1.6 kilometers from the central Acropolis and offers important information about how the Mayan elite lived in the years before the Copan's collapse. Watch for the magnificent scarlet macaws fluttering amid the ruins as you explore the area. Number 3. Butilla Bay Islands. The most affordable of the Bay Islands is Butilla, which is located around 32 kilometers off Roatan's west coast. This tiny 13-kilometer long island is a popular destination for backpackers, and many tourists come here for inexpensive diving vacations. The primary hamlet, Butilla Town, sits over an arched harbor. Here, residents fiercely battle over games of dominoes, and tourist shops and dive shops line the streets. Spend some time at one of the hip waterfront restaurants here to sample some fresh seafood and regional dishes from Honduras. Apart from diving, the majority of visitors pass their time lounging on the 2 patches of beach, snorkeling in the lagoon, taking quick trips to a few Ks off the island's southwest shore, and taking in the laid-back island atmosphere. At the Iguana Research and Breeding Station, you may also get up and personal with some of the island's species. Divers can also swim or dive with whale sharks, according to diving companies. The waters surrounding the island are frequently home to these gentle giants, especially from March to April and August to September. Number 4. Roatan Institute for Marine Sciences. The Roatan Institute of Marine Sciences offers an exciting dolphin encounter at Anthony's Key Resort on Roatan's northwest coast. The dolphins are allowed to freely swim around in a sizable area, just like they would in the wild because the activity takes place in a natural lagoon. Additionally, the institution teaches locals and tourists about maritime environment. Animal aficionados can play simple games, swim and snorkel with the dolphins, take a course on dolphins, or go on a dolphin dive trip. The Dolphin Trainer for a Day program is another option for aspiring marine biologists who can then conduct their own dolphin performance for their pleased parents. Number 5. Museum of Mayan Sculpture. Any trip to the Copan Ruins archaeological site must include a stop at the excellent Museum of Mayan Sculpture. It exhibits a variety of authentic statues, stelae, and altars that were retrieved from the location. It is advisable to visit the museum after exploring the ruins so that you can comprehend where the items on show once belonged. The museum tunnels through a hillside before emerging out onto a sizable open space that is lighted by the sun. Over 3,000 genuine Maya sculptures and carvings representing deities, people, and sacred birds and animals like macaws and bats are included in the collection. Additionally, a number of the buildings on the property have been restored using the fragments uncovered at the neighboring dig site. The full-sized duplicate of the elaborate Rosa Lila temple that was found intact underneath Structure 16 in the Acropolis is unquestionably this site's masterpiece. Number 6. Latigra National Park. One of the most stunning sites to visit in Honduras is Latigra National Park, which is just 20 kilometers from Tegucigalpa. Though it's uncommon to encounter these larger species, ocelots, pumas, and monkeys consider a rich cloud forest in this undeveloped park, which is perched at a height of 2,270 meters, their home. One of Honduras's most popular parks, it provides a glimpse of the area before logging destroyed a large portion of the surrounding forests. More than 200 kinds of birds, including toucans, trogons, and the elusive quetzal, can be found inside the park's boundaries. Bromeliads and orchids thrive among the dense forest's well-marked hiking pathways. For maps, stop by the visitor center at each entry. Visitor centers are located at each entry where you may get directions, learn more about the park, and pay your admission cost. Here, you may also arrange for guides. Number 7. Lake Yahua. The largest natural lake in Honduras and a paradise for birds is Lago de Yahua, which is located along the main highway connecting Tegucigalpa and San Pedro Sula. Here, more than 480 species have been recorded, including crakes, northern jacanas, and whistling ducks. You can paddle a canoe or kayak through the reeds or explore this tiny lake from the beach. Santa Barbara National Park on the lake's northern coast and Cerro Azul Mimbar National Park on its southern bank are both mountainous national parks. Hikes to waterfalls, exploring a network of caverns below ground, and taking tours of coffee farms and historical monuments are some of the other well-liked local activities. Number 8. Porque Nacional Jeanette Kowas. This stunning wilderness area, which was formerly known as the Punta Sal National Park, is now recognized by its new identity, Jeanette Kowas Wilderness, in honor of the devoted environmentalist who worked throughout her life to protect its diverse ecosystems. At the western tip of the Bay of Tela, the park extends along a peninsula and protects a variety of habitats, including coral reefs, mangroves, and tropical vegetation. There is a lot of wildlife, including several uncommon species, dolphins, howler monkeys, and a wide variety of tropical birds, such as toucans, quetzals, and motmots, may all be seen by visitors. With up to 350 different species of birds, the Micos Lagoon has the greatest concentration of birds in the region. Number 9. Guanos Cochinos. The Guanos Cochinos archipelago, also referred to as the Hog Island, is an unspoiled classic tropical paradise. Located 17 kilometers offshore, this collection of tiny, privately owned islands and cays is not far from La Ceiba, a former banana port. Due to their isolation and challenging access, the islands and the black coral reefs that surround them are preserved as a marine biological reserve. Guanos Cochinos offers fantastic snorkeling, diving, hiking, and bird watching, making it a truly back-to-nature experience. There are several lodging possibilities, such as huts or hammocks in nearby Garifuna villages, as well as rustic eco-resorts. Only boats departing from La Ceiba, Roatan, or Utila may reach the islands. And number 10, Lancetia Botanical Gardens. Lancetia Botanical Gardens, the second largest tropical botanical garden in the world, are located around 5 kilometers from Tela. The gardens were built by the United Fruit Company in 1926 as an experimental location to evaluate the commercial feasibility of various fruit and timber plants. The spectacular groves of trees imported from Central America and other tropical areas are now a component of a wildlife corridor that is protected along the nation's north coast. Due to the profusion of fruit trees, the garden is now home to more than 200 species of tropical birds. As they explore the well-marked pathways through dense plantings of palms, orchids, and other trees, including mango trees, birdwatchers will be rewarded with numerous sightings. Located in Central America, Honduras is a tropical paradise attracting many tourists every year to its gorgeous islands, lush rainforests, and picturesque mountains. Which of these top tourist attractions are you going to visit first? Also, check out this other video if you want to visit Zanzibar. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more of our top 10 prime picks.